Blog Talk Radio.
You've heard about it. You've read about it. You've talked about it. And now, you've found it. This is Truth About Trucking Live on Blog Talk Radio, the largest radio social network in the world. With your host, Alan Smith, a veteran of OTR trucking, business entrepreneur, and the most recognized name for assisting CDL students and new graduates. It's time to shut down that big rig, sit back, and come join the conversation. Truth About Trucking Live begins right now.
And hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Today is Thursday, October 31st, 2013. Appreciate you all tuning in this evening. Those on the lines and in the chat room, I'm Alan Smith, along with my trusty co-host, Donna Smith. And Donna, we have a great show lined up. You all ready in there?
Oh, I've been real excited all day over today's show. It's a movement that we've been for a long time, and this is pretty exciting to push the American-made movement and reality show, and so we're really excited about this.
All right. Well, our special guest this evening is a multi-Emmy nominated actor and accomplished screenwriter, director, producer, and author who may be best known for playing mail carrier Cliff Clavin on the long-running NBC sitcom Cheers. And he has also created and starred in the Travel Channel series Made in America, along with work in feature films from major studio blockbusters like Superman and Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, to independent films like the recent drama The Woodcarver, and animation has been a natural home to his versatile vocal talents, as he is the only actor to participate in every Pixar film. John Ratzenberger joins us to discuss his new television series, John Ratzenberger's American Made, and how you can be a part of his campaign sharing of the show. If you'd like to be a part of the program, our call-in number 347-826-9170. We'll try to get to your calls as our guest time allows. And Donna, I know the area code John was going to call in. I don't see it up here. I have one number that's a little strange. I don't know if that's him or not, but I'm just going to check here real quick to see if this is our guest. And if it is, John, is that you there?
That's me here.
That's you. All right. I was looking for a certain area code, and I had a whole bunch of ones pop up, and I figured that was you. So, John Ratzenberger, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you. Thanks for cutting out a little time for me. I appreciate that nice introduction. It made me feel like, wow, I must have done something.
Yeah. You've done all that, huh?
Yeah. I tend to forget, when you go home and they just, treat you like the knucklehead that you are, you forget about all that stuff. So, but thank you. Thanks for plugging the American-made aspect of, I guess, what I hope to talk about a little bit, because I've been an advocate, all my life of America, and most people realize, I think people that actually work a job realize that the real strength of America is manufacturing. Certainly truckers understand that, because when you're hauling something from Long Beach to Minnesota and there's nothing to haul back, it certainly hits you guys in the pocketbook. And so you understand that. The more manufacturing we have, the better off we are. So that's what my show is going to promote.
Well, absolutely. And there's we kind of do a similar thing here on our program. We try to celebrate the American trucker. There's about 13 million or so truckers in the United States, and I understand that your life has some roots in trucking as well.
Oh yeah, that's what put shoes on the Ratzenberger children. My dad was a trucker. And as a matter of fact, the Pixar movie I did, Cars, I did the voice of the truck, Max the Truck, and it was a Mac because my dad drove a Mac. Just before when they were starting to put the film together, John Ratzenberger, the head of Pixar, said, "What kind of truck does your dad drive?" And I said, "A Mac." And so, unbeknownst to me, they immediately made a deal with Mac. They were actually talking to another trucking company, and but they changed it to a Mac. So, tell the folks at Mac Truck they owe me big time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's understandable that you grew to have a respect for truckers and the job that they do, but it's really evident that you have that same respect for all the men and women who get up every day and go to work to keep America moving. I mean, really the main thing behind your new TV series, American Made.
Yeah, it's American Made. What we're doing is we're taking part in a crowdfunding effort. That's what they call it on the internet, and getting people to donate funds so that we can actually produce the show and then sell it to a network. And the reason for doing that is I'd like to make this a national movement because there's so many different pockets of organizations and people that want to see American Made be standard, but nobody speaks with one voice. So I decided, let's do crowdfunding, bring everybody in, and if you go to the website fundanything.com/American Made, you'll see what we're all about. We have a little video there, and we have different things that you get. Even if you donate $5, $10, makes no difference. We'll send you something, and depending on how much you put in, put your name up on the screen, you can become an associate producer. But it's all in aid of promoting American-made products. Like I always said, manufacturing is to America what spinach is to Popeye. Without it, we're going to be limping along. So I think it's very, very important. I'd like to get the voice big enough that it becomes a big issue in the next presidential campaign. I would like to see this becoming the biggest issue, and the only way to do that is to get a lot of people together to shout with one voice, and I think that's possible.
Well, this is something that I remember about 2 years ago online. There was a bunch of people saying, we need to get a movement together within the trucking industry. And it got hot for a while, but people really didn't know what to do to start it. So here it is. So now it's just a matter of getting it out there. And of course, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, all these social media tools that we have. It should not be difficult, especially since we're in a position now where people are actually concerned about the manufacturing and they want to see this progress. So this is very, very exciting. And by the way, hi John, this is Donna, Alan's brother.
Yeah. I was listening to you when I was hanging on the line before. Where are you folks out of? Where are you talking from?
We're right now we're in Florida. I'm originally from New York, and Alan's originally from Oklahoma.
Wonderful. Good.
Yeah,
all good places to meet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and we were looking at the fundanything.com/American Made. That's where everybody needs to go to contribute. And there's a lot of great. I call them rewards that you get for your contributions. Anything from a T-shirt, and like you said, producer of the show, and even more. Donna and I are looking real seriously at that. Let's see, what is it?
The New York trip.
The American Made Festival VIP Mixer New York. So hopefully we'll see you there in March.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to do that one, John.
Okay, well, if we get enough people, it's just we'll do a pig roast or something. Make it a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm sure it will be. It'll be a thrill.
Yeah, it'll be great. I just have to warn you, though. I am an old boy from Oklahoma. I'll probably stand out like a sore thumb, but I'll be coming anyway.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of sore thumbs there.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it. But thank you, because to me this is it's just such an important issue, because I've had such a love affair with America, and the only thing that really is going to bring us to our knees is if we ignore manufacturing in this country. We have to promote it. We have to teach kids how to use tools. It's great to go to college, but hey, if your son, daughter, want to become an electrician, carpenter, bricklayer, plumber, trucker, then, God bless them. I mean, because, I just said on an interview the other day, I was on a TV show, and I said, imagine what would happen if all the actors and celebrities didn't go to work one day. I said, nothing is going to happen. Nobody would skip a beat. But then I said, imagine if all the truckers pulled off to the side of the road just for a day. I said, this entire nation would grind to a halt. And I said, we have to reorientate our priorities because we honor the wrong people. We put the wrong people on a pedestal. We've got to honor the people that are essential, not the people that are non-essential. And so that's what I want to do with the show. So I want to show the whole process, from getting the ore out of the ground or cutting down the timber right to the making of it, the shipping of it, the trucking of it, the delivery of it right to the retail stores. And I want people to understand that everything they do every single day relies on someone's ability not only to put a nut and a bolt together, but to drive big rigs and make sure it gets there on time. So it's, but I'm adamant about it. Kids have forgotten it. The whole generation is, they just think that the world is made for themselves. They have to understand. There's a lot of people out there working real hard at it.
Well, and you speak from experience. I mean, you were a carpenter. You grew up in a manufacturing town. Your father was a truck driver. I mean, at one point, I understand you even worked on an oyster boat. So you're not just talking talk. You've been there, done that.
Oh yeah. That's why when somebody says to me, "Isn't being an actor hard work?" and I always laugh. I said, No. I said, loading cement bags on a railroad car is hard work. Showing up on a set, with catering and people fetching and carrying for you. I said, that's not hard work. I said, but there are a lot of jobs out there. They're very hard, but that's what keeps the infrastructure together. That's why we can do our job because everybody else does theirs. Maintaining the water system and making sure there's electricity coming down those wires. If not for those people, everything, like I said, grinds to a halt. So, but that's what I want to do with this show. That's why it's so important to me to get it up and running, and hopefully a lot of people will join the effort, and so we can have a movement right across this country, and get people to understand, hey, the strength of America is manufacturing.
Yeah, and well, that movement, it seems it's taken off pretty good. I mean, it's all over the internet. Twitter's just on fire about American made. So, I mean, so far it seems like it's going pretty good.
Yeah, we've only been up and running just about a week or so, and we got 30, 40 more days, to be up there, and but we're very hopeful. And again, we have some big companies signing up. Some really nice companies. One called it's a hammer company, and they make these great Hackett's hammers, hardcore hammers. And anyway, we just have some really great companies. Companies that make socks and mittens and Lodge Ironware. The frying pans, cast iron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they've signed up, and and every day more and more companies are signing up and wanting to be on the show.
Where can we find a list to support these American-made companies? Like, is there a link we can also send people? Is it on your main website of?
Sure. Yeah, a lot of the companies will be listed there. If you
it's right on your main website?
Yeah, if you go to the website, fundanything.com/American Made.
Okay, I'm on it now.
Find it there.
Oh, okay, because Alrighty, because I was looking for it and I probably just overlooked it. But as soon as I find it, because I know people are going to want to support these manufacturers. I mean, we have people within the trucking industry. Like one of our sponsors, advertisers, for example, Vorblade.com. They make their product. It's American made for the trucks. So, there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of organizations and companies all over the country, and I think it's time we bring them all together and just speak loud and clear that this is important.
Absolutely. So I'll be looking for that link. I'm going to try to post it when I find it in the chat room, because we've got the chat room open right now, and I know people will want that.
Well, you mentioned there's always the discussion and concern of the loss of manufacturing jobs we've seen occur over the past several years, but you're very optimistic that everything will still work out. America will bounce back. I mean, do you see an increase in interest by specifically the younger generation in learning these skills that you'll be highlighting in American Made?
Well, yeah, little by little, the conversations I have with younger people. They're starting to realize that getting a college degree, there's no guarantee that you're going to get the job you want. You're going to be waiting tables, paying off a student loan, and your high school classmate that went off to become an apprentice and in a trade is probably going to own their own home by the time you get out of college. Especially like an auto mechanics, and you're going to be paying him to fix your car. So those are the important things. That's the infrastructure. That's what makes us all tick, is the people that make and maintain everything that we rely on every day to do what we have to do. But young people, I think, are starting to realize that, and older people are starting to realize that their taxes go up every time a manufacturing facility closes down. Because if you've got some kind of company, say a T-shirt factory in your town, and because everyone's thinking they're getting a big deal by buying T-shirts coming out of China or somewhere else, like they're getting a big break $4 or $5, what they don't realize is their taxes are going to go up a lot more than that, because that T-shirt factory is no longer paying taxes into the local town. To support the police and the fire department and schools and the roads. That money's got to come from somewhere, and it's coming right out of Americans' pockets. They all think they're getting a deal, but they're not.
In the long run, and that's the big picture is what people don't realize. And it probably will cost a little more for the product, but it's almost a patriotic thing to do if you can find the product. And that's why I was saying, if we can find that link of all products, that would be a tremendous benefit for all our listeners, and get it out on social media.
I'll have somebody give you a call and they'll tell you exactly where to go.
Okay.
If not, if it's hard to find them, I'll have them make it easier to find.
Okay, I'm sure I just overlooked it. It's probably like right in front of my face over here, and I just can't find it.
Well, I think not only is American Made such an important show. I mean, a lot of people may not know, but your first show, Made in America, a very successful show, actually set the stage for this whole new series of shows celebrating the American work ethic. So, American Made is a very patriotic program. It's really important for these current times.
Yeah, we were the first ones to let people realize that there's a big audience out there for shows highlighting hard-working people, whether it's dangerous techs or dirty jobs or whatever that was. But I think we were one of the first ones, or if not the first one, out of the gate celebrating that, and I was very proud of that. But I want to continue that, and I want to focus on the people also that make the product. I want to follow them home, and again, for young people have to realize that because you work in a factory doesn't mean you're stupid. Because the opposite's true. If you're, part of your job is to hone a piece of metal down to 1/10,000th of an inch tolerance, you've got to be pretty smart to do that consistently on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. And so I just get tired of the media's portrayal Every time you see a movie or, TV show, making people look dumb because they work in a factory when I know just the opposite is true.
Well, truckers go through that a lot, the Hollywood image of the trucker, but I'd like to see some of the Hollywood people take an 18-wheeler, 80,000-pound vehicle and drive it through New York City.
Well, or just back it up. back it up in a loading dock in a snowstorm.
Exactly. Well, I was reading some. Go ahead, John.
No, I say you could sell tickets to something like that.
Oh yeah. I'd line up to watch it. I was reading some of your tweets, and listeners can follow John Ratzenberger on Twitter under at @DRatzenberger. But one of your tweets on Twitter caught my eye. It said you tweeted, "My philosophy of life: wake up in the morning, be productive, and take responsibility for yourself and your family." End of story.
Yeah, we retweeted that one.
This is really just a strong statement for work ethics. I mean, this really is a big part of your life and for all of the stories that will be airing on American Made.
Correct. I mean, that's basically how Western civilization was created, with that philosophy. It's not a lot of theory is involved. Just here's the simple rules. Just do something productive and be responsible for yourself. And when you follow those rules, things are pretty easy. Not a lot of confusion.
Really, and that's something that we pound into, whoever we speak to, that same kind of, thought process. And so many people, I mean, it sounds like such a no-brainer, but that isn't the way it is with a lot of people, It's different times, and it needs to come back to that kind of thought process. One thing I did want... Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say quickly that if schools reinstituted shop classes or manual arts, that'd go a long way into helping with that. But I'm sorry to interrupt you. You were saying?
Oh no, I was just saying that that it's what a statement. I mean, I saw that too, Alan, on Twitter, and I was brought back and wow, that is that's a statement. One thing I do want to say about this movement, and as well as we do, that social media really has taken over as far as advertising and getting the word out. All kinds of things on Twitter have just taken off from nothing, just by viral retweets and sharing and postings. So I think with the social media the way it is, and we're huge promoters. We had the Trucking Social Media Convention 2 years in a row, which kind of brought a lot of the industry together, and there's a lot of truckers on social media. So I really feel so good about this that this is the way. I'm glad you're going in this way to promote this, because it's so important. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, if I just hope that people join up and we can all, like I said, sing with the same off the same sheet of music. Because I've been to Washington, I've spoken to Senate committees and congressional committees and about this very subject, and you could see their eyes glazing over. It seems like they're only worried about the next election. Well, they've got to realize that it wasn't them that built this country, and they work for us. So
that's right.
Hopefully, we can get big enough and strong enough that they'll. Their palms will start sweating when they see us showing up.
Oh, I can't wait. I have a question now. I know there's a lot of people listening that have American-made products, because people were posting on our Facebook wall, well, I have an American-made product, and we sent them over to your links on anything /American-made. And is there a way that people can sign up to introduce their product to your line, a specific link? Is it on that website where they can introduce their product?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
It should be something there. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. Because we'll get all those links out.
Yeah, thanks. And but again, I'll have somebody give you a call, tell you, specifically, where to go.
Okay, wonderful.
All right.
I'll do that right now after I get off the phone.
Okay.
All right. Well, I know you're a busy guy, and you got to run, and we'll do everything we can to do to help you on this end, and hopefully we'll see you in March.
I hope so.
All right.
I'll be looking for that sore thumb sticking out.
Yeah.
All right, John. Well, I really appreciate you being on the show. Have a great evening.
Thank you, John, and I'll look forward to hearing from you with any other information that you can give us so that we can share it out to all our followers.
I'll get on that right now.
Thanks, John.
All right. Thanks again.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. John Ratzenberger of the new TV series, John Ratzenberger's American Made. And I tell you, the best thing to do, what we're trying to do, is get you over to fundanything.com/American Made. That's where you can make your contribution. But it's more than a contribution. You also have some pretty good rewards through your contribution. They start from $10 and go up, and you need to just go over to that site again, fundanything.com/American Made, and you can see it all over there. It's really, really pretty amazing. And Donna, this movement has really taken off. I was on the internet, Facebook, Twitter. It's being blasted all over the place. It's looking good.
Well, I think this is because this is something that people have wanted for a long time. So now that it's here, it's just a matter of getting it out and creating that awareness. And I don't know any other medium more so than social media that can, share this awareness to people that yes, there is something going on to create the American Made movement, and we need to participate and be a part. And like John said, $5 towards this, is a huge amount when you multiply it by, thousands of people, and this can really get off the ground. So, I'm going to wait anxiously for those links he's going to send. All you people who have products that are made in America and you want to get on board with this reality show and this website and be a part of that, we'll do that. And also the link for all those who wish they knew where they could find a whole list of American-made products and support them. And I think this is what's really going to move the country in a different direction. If everyone knows in Congress and the Senate that this is what the American people want.
Well, like I said, his first show, Made in America, I think if I remember right, it ran from 2004 to 2008. Really set the stage for these new, American work type ethic shows. Like I said, Dirty Jobs, Deadliest Catch came out of it. Even the one all truckers know, Ice Road Truckers. Those really all came from John's first show. And, it looks like, American Made is just kind of a new spin-off from that. And it was a good show. I watched it, and I think it's going to do very well,
Oh, I'm sure it is. It's something that people want. And if it's only been out there for a week and it's already got this kind of awareness, then, there's no telling where it's going to go from here.
Yeah, because I learned a new term through all this, is crowd sharing. I hadn't heard of that, didn't really know what it was, but you get some great things when you contribute. Again, that's fundanything.com/American Made. And Donna, like you said, we know quite a few companies we deal with who have American Made products. They can even have John talk about their company and their product on the show. So
yeah, that's on that main page. If you scroll down on that page, and that website again is fundanything.com/American Made, there's all kinds of options and opportunities for you to be a part of this movement, and one of them is your product to be on the show. So you really need to take a look at this, because they're adding things daily, and as others become a part of this movement, then their products can be added also. So as soon as we get all this information together, we'll be putting it out there for all those who want to know the list of products, and for those who have a product and they want to become a part of this movement.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate John coming on. He gave about 30 minutes of his time. I wasn't even expecting that much, but I've always heard he's a really, really nice guy, and he's really passionate about what he does, and like I said, he's a carpenter. I thought it was funny. He even worked on an oyster boat, so he's been there, done that. You know it.
Oh yeah, he's a humble man, and I'm looking forward to the trip in March. I think it's March 22nd. If anybody else wants to go, it's up on that site, fundanything.com/American Made, and if you scroll down on the right, you'll see it's called. Feature. Let me see.
It's called American Made Festival VIP Mixer New York.
Oh, okay.
And only a $150 contribution, but listen to what you get. You get to hang out with John and all his friends, and plus some other folks from featured companies and industry groups. And you're going to have some chow down on some great food, and they'll send you home with lots of photos of you at the event, along with a video of the whole experience. You'll get a Blu-ray DVD, a I Support American Made t-shirt, 10% off on American Made products, behind-the-scenes show access, download American Made TV poster, and your name on the American Made Facebook page. That's all you get for just a $150 contribution.
Right.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. This crowd sharing thing is pretty cool. I mean, it's more of just a contribution. I mean, you get a lot of stuff for your contribution. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, email us if you're interested in that one, because I'm 99.9% sure that's what we're going to be.
Anything that'll get you to New York.
Well, see, they had the one in Los Angeles to the what was it, the wine? Hold on, here it is, American Made Festival Napa Wine. And I thought, oh, that's nice, but I'll tell you what, I'd rather go to the one in New York City.
Well, talking earlier with John and his producers and everything, I mean, I think people are going to be quite surprised at exactly how many American-made products are still here in the U.S., because, we hear about all these manufacturing losses, but, I mean, they're doing a whole show on it. I mean, there's still a lot here that can, may surprise you.
Oh, absolutely. It's just a matter of the awareness, and I think that's what we should, kind of get out there. Just this awareness that, hey, there is a lot of American-made out there, so let's support one another. And I think to me, it's a patriotic thing to do. So
I think we need to get John in Washington.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Hey, listen, we'll take a quick break, and while we do, jump on over to fundanything.com/American Made. See what we're all talking about. Make the contribution of your choice. A lot of great offers to choose from, and every little bit helps, and you can play a role in a very important show, John Ratzenberger's American Made. Well, thanks again to John Ratzenberger for joining us this evening. He is on a mission. I hope you'll join him, and if you haven't already done so, check out his crowd sharing campaign at fundanything.com/American Made. Check out what you will receive for your contribution. Some really amazing offers, and join John in his promotion of American Made. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And so until next time, on behalf of Donna Smith, truthabouttrucking.com, AskTheTrucker.com, Blog Talk Radio, and Truth About Trucking Live, I'm Alan Smith. Drive safe, and thanks for listening.
Pulled up to Rosa's truck stop outside of San Antonio. Thought I stepped out of my cab into the twilight zone. Truckers all around around me looked at me and stared. I even saw one cross himself and say a little prayer. A waitress grabbed my arm and whispered, "What you having, dear?" I just whispered back to her, "What's going on in here?" Somebody yelled, a woman screamed, someone fired a gun. Any cook hollered, "Big John's coming, save yourself and run." Don't hesitate to contemplate, save yourself and don't slow down. Don't grab your stuff, ain't time enough. Big John's coming to town. 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 I looked down the street, couldn't believe my eyes. A wild man in a Peterbilt, a cougar by his side. Sacks were blowing flames when he locked those air brakes down. Big Cat followed him inside just like he was a hound. Man gave me the evil eye, shuffled by me like a bear. Grabbed 6 cans of Red Bull and downed them with a stare. Drank hot coffee from the pot, never blinked an eye. Right there on that spot that day, I thought I would die. Don't hesitate or contemplate, save yourself and don't slow down. Don't grab your stuff, ain't time enough. Big John's coming to town. 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 Wild man tossed a 3-pound steak into a frying pan. Turned it once and turned it twice, grabbed it with his hand. Ate it all with habanero, finished it with a bell. Flames flashed from his smoking lips, breath as hot as hell. Then he turned and looked me in the eye with a crooked grin. Right there on that spot that day, I thought it was my end. Big man said, "Do you know me? I never seen you around. Stranger, we both better get out. Big John's coming to town."